Boom, boom, boom. Damn, man. Hey, look, we in this motherfucker. What's up, y'all? We here. We here. Hold on. Hold on. Let's make sure we send this out to the correct this time. You know, say first of all, thank you guys, everybody who was pulling up to the live and the chat and everything. Thank you guys for taking the time out. I appreciate y'all. We're here. We're here. Thank you guys for your patience and everything. Technical difficulties, but guess what? Next time, we're gonna make sure it's gonna be set in stone for y'all. Oh yeah, let's get this thing going. Couple 1K in the building. We got my dogs in the building. Hey, let's put some stars in the chat, y'all.
You can see me
We
now?
here now. Damn, what was going on?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Shit.
All right, man. Let's get
Yeah,
this joint going.
yeah, let's do this. But hey, first and foremost, everybody, let's get some stars in the chat. We got Steve Dean in the motherfucking building, y'all. Welcome to Evolutionary Talks, by the way. Appreciate you pulling up. Thank you for taking your
Thanks,
time out.
man. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you,
for
man.
sure, for
Thank you.
sure. And because I don't got it set up, we're gonna do it this way. Got it through the phone and everything. But you know, without further ado, and the way I want to introduce this first is this is someone that, you know, I've listened to you before and everything. Profound things that you were saying, different perspective, taking what you were saying outside of the box. And, you know, it's a different point of view. A lot of people may see it as, you know, a different way of seeing shit, however it comes down to. But without further ado, please tell the people who you are.
Yeah. I'm a dating and relationship coach. I teach guys about the game. I teach young men how to learn themselves without the red pills and manospheres and tricks and gimmicks and stuff like that. So I've been doing this for over almost over 40 years. So
No, that's real. And well, that actually leads to one thing that I've always wanted to, you know, just know or ask for the audience and everything is just what led to when did you first realize you wanted to teach people things, this
well,
type of knowledge?
Well, I was doing it in high school because guys were asking me how did I talk to the girl and all the other stuff. So it was more of a, you know, more of a more of a hustle at the in high school because guys would give me money and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I just carried it over from that point. I just started teaching guys, and then the internet opened up, and then I just started. I jumped on it in '96. I think the internet came out in '96, so I jumped on it in '96 and just started just putting out. I think they were MP3s first, and uh, then I think it's blog posts or something. Not blogs. It was MP3s and podcasting after that. So it was a gradual
That's
thing.
raw as fuck. You know, and that, you know, another okay, so with that being said, because it's like you were selling your services basically. You were like, okay, this is how you do this thing, so I'm gonna show you how to do it for your money. What how did your family feel about it? Or like family and friends throughout the time?
I
Because something
didn't
that
give
you
a fuck.
said, beautiful.
Yeah, I never did. No,
That's
I never did. I
real.
didn't care, man. One way or the other. I mean, I'm not. But I was always taught not to be in people's business,
Yeah,
and I don't really put my business out there. So I just do my thing.
yeah. And that's and I asked because there was a video that popped up on my algorithm of you, and it was I forgot what it's called. It was like a lions be with lions, or like you can't. I remember you had like a belt on your shoulder, and you were just like basically saying you can't be around losers.
Can
And I
be.
think that And that's the thing, because you know when I speak on that too, and then hearing from you say it, and then now it's like this thing of on my end, also lifestyle, we call it community of complainers, people that
Okay.
just want to be with together and everything. So I found it like just profound to hear that from you, because everybody wants to be a part of something. Like they don't want to be outside the box of it.
Yeah, everybody wants to be a part of something, but the problem is they don't want to be a part of themselves. So that
Yeah,
lies a problem right there. That's why they rush to being in these groups
yeah.
because they feel like they want to be validated by other people for some odd reason.
Yeah, and I mean, see, it's odd because you know I think a lot of it just comes from they were growing up with their mom or whatever the case is, and how they feel it with that, you know, femininity and everything of how you say it and shit. But that also brings me to see. First of all, let's get some stars in the chat. We got Steve the Dean in the building. You know, the name of this live is called "Being the Addiction of Her Life." But I got a couple things that I want to point out first. You know, because you say some profound things about the ladies and everything. But Theater One and Theater Two, can you talk a little bit about that since we're on this
Yeah,
subject?
Theater one is where most people go into every day, meaning that they watch this film called Poor Me. Life is not good. I'm too short. I'm too ugly, too fat, too poor. My car's not good enough, and she's beautiful. There. So it's a theater in which everybody goes into because they believe that's all the places they can go. Because in their reality, that's as far as they can go, as far as their level of thinking.
Yeah.
So what game teaches them is that once you realize that you buy the tickets, you find the time, and you get to choose where you sit. That's not actually a breakthrough, but it gives you another interpretation that you don't have to go into one theater. You can create a second theater because you can't get rid of theater number one because that's their reality, their comfort zone, and their habits. So they can't really get out of that until they learn the game
Yeah.
to separate themselves from that.
Is that what they trying to outsmart their ego? Like, is that
Yeah, they're trying to. Yeah,
what
you
that
can't.
is
Yeah,
exactly?
yeah, you can't beat that. Yeah, they're always trying to outsmart the ego. December 31st by lying about resolutions, by saying I
Wow.
want to be perfect, I want to grow, I want to learn, I want to get over fear, anxiety. So all these things are just lies on paper where they can't do it because they're challenging ego, and you can't beat him.
Yeah, no, that's real. That's crazy because back then, just a quick note. I used to always say, like, I used to rant about that shit. I used to be like, you motherfuckers always December 31st. Oh, new year, new me. 2 months in, he's doing the same shit, same cycle, same pattern, same behavior, same whatever and everything.
Yeah,
And with that, it also brought me to this thing because I tuned into your live, I believe it was yesterday, because it was about shifting the mind and everything. But you
yeah.
said something that stuck out to me that's just profound. It was the being right in your reality versus being right in the reality. And I just wanted you to expand on that real quick.
Well, okay, so we're all in a reality right now in our
Yeah.
head, and that's based off of our habits and what we find as comfort.
Mm.
But the problem is with average people, their reality is why they're not growing. So they're in a place of not
Yeah.
growing. And then when you find someone like us that try to tell them, you got to go outside. The only way change is going to happen is to leave the reality that you're in
Yeah.
and by creating your own reality. But you can't create what you don't know. That's
Yeah.
why you need a coach to guide you. It's just like a teacher. We didn't go to first grade learning how to count. We
Yeah.
had to sit. Okay, our reality was, I don't know, cartoons and, crackers or whatever, kid shit. So that
Building
was our
blocks.
reality. Right.
Yeah.
It was our reality until we got in front of a teacher in the first grade or kindergarten that introduced us to numbers and alphabets. And then that shifted the reality. Then from alphabets, we had to learn phonics. That shifted the reality. Then we had to put two phonics words together, letters together to create a word.
Mm.
That was another shift. And then that word, a sentence, and from a sentence, a paragraph, and then a chapter. So we were always gradually changing our reality, but people don't believe that they can't do it. But you can do it, but you need someone that teaches you how to do it.
Yes. Just as you say you can't turn on a light and then turn on the light.
Right, right. Well,
Yes.
that's what they don't understand. It's not the conversation, it's the action.
Mm-hmm. And then with that, okay, so if okay, because this just came to mind. It's like freestyle right here. But so if like how they were growing up, first grade, second grade, everybody was so open to learning.
Yeah.
When did that cap stop though? Like in your perspective, to learn something different. So like, okay, easily grade school, oh, 2 plus 2, 4, 6 plus 6, 12. Okay, but when did it become
Well, the moment they
like a
stop believing in themselves, it stopped. The moment they stop believing in themselves, and that's when you brought in these fears, anxieties. When you started to use conscious thought, and you started to label things because you didn't understand it. People that people
yes,
didn't
yeah, no,
understand the feelings. Yeah, you get nervous or something like that, and you didn't know what it was, but then you labeled it as
mm,
fear. So then it stuck with you. So anytime you felt that thing because of the label, it gave you an answer to which a lie to something. So that was the problem.
to make sense of it, because I think that's what I want to say. Humans just try to make, because again, it goes back to labeling. Oh, this feeling, whatever it is, it's fear. So I'm gonna. It has to be logical. Got to make sense. So this is what it is. And you say a lot about going towards the darkness. So just because a little bit, can you expand on going towards the darkness, and then after that, what I'm saying? We're
Well,
gonna talk about
yeah, well, the
this.
darkness is the unknown. In order to learn, we must go into what we don't know, but we're afraid to go into that because we don't know what it is, and that's why we stay where we're at, because where we're at is comfort, it's safety.
Mhm.
So we all look for comfort and safety, but that's the problem. You should not feel comfortable. You should always go against the current versus what most people do, go with the current, because the current is fair, it's peaceful, it's sunshine, it's rainbows, and then
Yes.
everything's perfect. So then when you get in a thunderstorm, you don't know how to handle it because all you know is sunshine.
Yeah. It's hone the thunderstorm. Be with the thunderstorm, like in like Prince Zuko. If y'all know the last Airbender of Avatar, how he was with the thunderstorm, he was with it. You gotta be with that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. But okay, hold on. Because I know that y'all what y'all here for, and I got some questions on it. But again, make sure y'all put some stars in the motherfucking chat. We got Steve the Dean in the building. You know what I'm saying? We here in this motherfucker. All right, so hold on. Again, going back to the title, being the addiction in her life, because you speak on that hella, and I'm like, oh, you know what you talking about. So when you talk about being addiction in life, and of course you say things as far as you don't want to be number one. I want to be in last place.
Yeah.
I want to have I'm not trying to butcher it, but I want to have the land, like a land.
Be a landowner.
I want to conquer it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But when did that come to point? Like when did you were like, okay, hold on,
Well,
I'd rather
what,
have this more than that.
that came to point for me when I was a student of the game and I started to learn sexuality. I started to learn sex. I started to understand the depth of sex where it wasn't about the woman. It was more about how you communicated with yourself to communicate with her to make her feel a certain kind of way.
Yeah.
So I was lucky enough to have a mentor to show me that. So
Mhm.
I never ran behind women. I realized the power is in my words and the way I communicate to myself to unlock other doors of different personalities of me to become the opportunity and not the option.
What was the first personality? Like, what
First,
was the first one that you were like, okay, wait, this is the first one, and the next, and the next?
it was probably romantic.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Was
that's
that?
probably. Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead, my bad.
yeah, it's probably romantic. Yeah, because that's all. Yeah, I didn't know any. I didn't know anything else, but those things. But then from romantic, I learned sensual, and then sexual, then kinky, and then dirty, and then freaky, naughty, nasty. So I just kept learning those things. They're all me, but they're different sides of me and different personalities.
And I like that you say that because I've always thought that, right? Like it's you, but you can be more than just one thing. Like, okay, yeah, we're here talking or we're here coaching, but that don't take away from the fact that I'm a rapper too, or that I know how to paint, or that I know how
Well,
to do this
yeah,
or do that, or I know how to talk to, or I'm over here with the gaming community at a tournament. I'm over here with them, posted up, playing, talking about this type of knowledge. And I think a lot of people get that misconstrued. They think again, because your thing is one thought, one mind, one way, right?
yes,
So being one thought, one mind, and one way with all those multiple like personalities and having these things, how could you simplify that for someone who is thinking that, oh, I should just be sensual, oh, I should just be kinky? Because I mean, shit, hell, years ago I used to think, damn, I only got to be this romantic. I
yeah,
used to
yeah,
fucking gross to say it, but I got to be this one way. But it's like no, like, but there's more to it. There's
yeah.
a touch, there's a speak.
Yeah, yeah. Well, here it's very easy. It's okay. So there's a difference between how you are when you're with your boys and how you are
Yep,
with your
yep.
parents versus how you are at your job. So right
Hmm.
there, those are three personalities. Those are three yous. It's just there's one that's a professional self.
Yes.
There's one that's just hanging out with the boys self, and one as a son to my parents. So those are three different personalities. It's just that people were never taught this. And remember, this is game. You gotta be taught this. This information is not in books
Yeah.
and stuff. You
Yeah.
can't get this in books.
Man,
Yeah.
fuck. I don't even want to get into that because I know we don't got too much time. But that book shit, maybe in the future. But that
Yeah.
I got some things to say on that. But shout out to that. Anyways, I wanted to know the background on free will. Cause you speak on free will, you're like, okay, cause again, listen, from, what I'm saying, cause I know, like, wanting her to want it is probably one of the, no, like, top three best things to have. Like, her wanting what she wants out of her own free control and getting it. And you speak on free will all the time. You always talk about, I want her to just want it.
Yeah, well, that's the thing about the game. It's about not lying to her, not manipulating or deceiving her. It's not trying to beg her, trying to impress her. I'm not doing any of that shit. I don't care about all that. I was taught since I was 9 to show her another side of a side of herself for the first time, giving her the option to actually think outside of manipulation, lying, and deception. So it kind of throws her off because most women are always being manipulated and ran behind and lied to, or cupcaked and all the other stupid shit. So we don't do that.
And when you like first discovered that part, because I'm sure there was hella people that was doing that around you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh
Because
yeah. That's
even
how I
even
learned it.
even
Yeah. I
here,
learned. Yeah.
like God damn, like y'all think y'all got to put them. Hey, this for the people that's watching this and go and watch this. Stop putting on that fucking mask. You already
Yeah.
seen the video that talk about. I don't even take the shades off, pussy. Like talk, like be who you are, because that's what she ultimately wants. And but I want to talk about the first time that you seen that shit though. Like when you was like when you're like, oh damn, like she really likes what I'm giving to her. That's truthful, versus what everyone else is doing. Because again, that already puts you in a position to be an outsider off rip. I
Time the first.
think you just.
Oh wait.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
okay,
There you
wait.
go. There you go. Oh yeah. Yeah, okay. We're good. So the first time. Well, I wanted to go get my mentor was getting a cheese. I remember the cheeseburger. Okay, so my mentor went to McDonald's to get a cheeseburger. Get some. He got some food. He never got me any food. Then he told me to go get my bitch ass. As I told me to take your bitch ass and go
I'm
get a
the same way.
cheeseburger. So I went to go get a cheeseburger, and there was an older chick at the cashier
Mm.
that was so bad that the manager was trying to fuck her and shit. So I just put my bid in with her, and some of the women think you kind of young and what you're doing, but I was like, no, let's I told her what to do. Like, holler back at me, get at me, we'll go from there. So
Mm-hmm.
then once I got at her, she was she was like just telling me all these guys are all after me and they just trying to fuck me. What do you want from me? I
Yes.
said, I don't even know what the fuck I want from you because I don't even know you. Oh, so you tell me you don't want this pussy? I said, no. I said, no, I don't want that. I'm trying to show you why you should get this dick. And
Mm-hmm.
it kind of threw her off because she never heard anybody who stood on this principle like that. And that just changed her concept of everything because I wasn't ever going to run behind her.
Broke the fucking algorithm. Holy shit! Because I put some stars in the chat for that because that right there, I've heard that too. Just in the sense of just like the I had women that show me text messages. Like, look what this guy's saying. Look what he doing.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the
Yeah.
money he's sending me. Do you want to get something to eat, or do you want this, or use the money that he sent her to buy us a hotel to? But just little things like that was just crazy. It was like that's the other side of what people don't see, and you speak on that a lot. And that's one of the big things I wanted to bring you here to, especially for the audience that doesn't know too much, because they only see one side. And I talk about like it's like two surfaces. Like one, obviously there's more to peel back, but I keep it simple for the viewers. But first one is
Yep.
obviously it's just like, oh, the surface level, hey, hello. The second one is just that desire, the primal, the like the sex, the fantasy, the dark deep desire shit, the things that people don't really see, the coldness that comes to when you have that effect on a woman
Mhm.
because she's opening up herself to you. And that goes back to something I was gonna ask before, was what's the pros and cons in your perspective of free will? Because listen, I women, yeah, they fucking they want to fucking fall for that. They love that shit. But there's like, things get a little, hey, you gotta know your place into this shit. I can talk about my perspective, but I wanna hear what you gotta say on
Well, I
that.
really don't. don't see any there's no I don't think there's any cons because is that because I'm not trying to do any I'm not trying to trick you. I'm not playing games. I'm not wasting my time and shit.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just gonna let you know what the fuck is and we're gonna move to the beat of that drum. So I guess the only con can be she can get caught up because they're not used to it. So they get really
Yeah.
intrigued
Yeah.
by you trying because again I told you I only I'm the only one that talks about this. I want to be a landowner. You know, I'm the only one that talks about that. I want land. That's all I want. I just want to be a landowner. So as a landowner, I just present myself, but I know I'm the prize, so I'm not running behind her. But I guess pros and cons, I can't even think. I'm the pro, and her loss is the con, I guess, because I don't give a fuck. I just was built not to care, man. I just don't care.
That's just see, fuck yeah, because that's what a lot of people need right now. Just that part of the not caring, because ultimately, again, like how you said, it starts with you, and then it translates to her, and then it's just a cycle of that. Because because you're leading yourself to lead her, which you lead yourself in a life, which turns into you leading her in this aspect. Now, another thing that I did want to ask, because I seen that you talked about this was the real what do you think is the real meaning of the side guy? Because obviously you got these, and I'm asking this right, because people want to be like, oh, this the real meaning of game, or this like this, but these motherfuckers want to manipulate, or this one guy want to think he the side guy, but he falling for her and being like, yeah, fuck your man, leave him, let us be together instead of him. But I wanted to ask you, what do you think the real meaning of side guy is?
Well, for me, it's giving her the ultimate freedom to do whatever she wants when she wants to do it. I'm not here to change her. I always tell them, I'm not here to change your life. I'm here to bring something to it. So
Mm,
whatever it is you want to do or whatever it is you want to be, I'm fine with. I'm here to bring something to your world and to your life. Now, that's up to you if you actually want to indulge in it.
yeah.
But if you don't want to indulge in it, I don't give a fuck. I mean, I'd be a dick. I just don't care. But if you want to get laced in this, you have your fun. Hang out with who you want to hang out with. I'm not going to run behind you. I'm not insecure. I'm not needy. I'm not going to beg. I'm not going to ask you to change. I'm not doing any of that shit. You just break the glass when you want some of this dick. You want a motherfucking guy. That's it. I mean, that's just how it is. Just that's the beauty of the game, man. I don't. I'm not here to impress you. I'm not here to run behind you. I'm just saying that I'm here to allow you to be a part of my reality, to get on my sexual amusement park and ride my rides. And if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. I don't give
Sexual
a fuck.
sexual music part. Hold on. Expand on that part a little bit.
So a sexual amusement park are like I say, if you go to Walt Disney or go to an amusement park, every ride gives you a different thrill. So the sexual amusement
Yeah.
park can be a masturbation way I can make you masturbate. It's a way that I can touch you, the way we can fuck, the way I can do you in the shower. That could be a ride. The way I put food on your body in the kitchen.
Mhm.
So I am an experience, and that's all I want to be. I am the experience. So my amusement park is I will always put you on rides and stuff like that.
Mentally and emotionally,
Oh
also
yeah,
physically.
only emotionally, because I want to conquer. So I want the emotion. So I want to conquer. So yeah, definitely emotionally. I'm here to take her world over.
Take it somewhere she never been to.
Yeah,
And just let
right.
that happen. Or it's like let it sink in. Just allow it to marinate. There we
No,
go.
yeah,
That's
yeah. It's gonna marinate, but you're gonna fall in love with me. I gotta I give him the Camp Crystal Lake. You don't want to fuck with me. You don't want to fuck with me. You fuck with me, you're gonna get that pussy up, and they
so.
laugh.
Hold on. Have you ever told a woman to not fuck with you
Oh,
because
all the time,
you?
all the
Oh my
time.
god.
Yeah, I give him what we call I was taught to give him a Camp Crystal Lake because it's okay. The thing about the game, we got to be honest with them. So my honesty is telling her, you listen. You're at a crossroads. If you invite me in, you're fucked.
Yeah.
So but what the thing is, they laugh
Mhm.
at me. It's like a Noah's Ark thing, It's like man, I heard that before. You know, these guys always talk about you can't handle it, so they laugh at me.
Right.
I say, listen, this is your chance to leave. This is your chance to get out. Because if you go beyond this point,
Yes.
the addiction and what I call
Yeah.
quicksand, uh, you get in my quicksand, meaning that once you're in and the more you wiggle, you'll get deeper in. So I'm giving you a chance to leave right now, but they can't leave. They think I'm a joke when I say that shit. They laugh, but then I'm the one laughing when they crying and begging me and shit.
Because fighting against it is, it's like, because they, oh man, it's because fighting against it or trying to distract yourself from something is ultimately saying that you're thinking about that. You're just trying to get away from it.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. But she can never say. See, I put myself in a position where she can't say you lied to me,
Absolutely.
you manipulated me, or nothing like that. She was like, "Hey, man, I just thought you were playing around. No, I kept it a buck with you. You're going to love this dick. You're gonna do all this shit for me. You're gonna buy me things, and you're gonna take you gonna, and they laugh at me. Then they start doing that shit. They like, well, you got me.
And when that first happened to you, how was that like experience when they first laughed at you and you were just like, okay, and then
Uh,
afterwards, like the repercussion, because there's always an aftermath of everything.
the first time was when I got a Pac-Man Atari 2600 game. So I'm a gamer, so
Damn.
a chick bought me I know I'm dating myself, but yeah, someone bought me it's called Well, it's Pac-Man, but it was for the Atari 2600.
Hmm.
So I got that as a birthday present in August, so summer. So yeah, that's when I knew that I had a little bit, and this was a little girl, a chick like 2 years older than me. So I started really, because that's how I met my mentor. Women were bringing him stuff, so I wanted that lifestyle. I wanted women to bring me stuff, and I just had to learn the game
Yes.
to get them to bring it. So they started bringing me stuff.
Yeah, that and what's amazing and parallel to that, because that's what I was looking at with my mentor. It was very similar. I'm talking about girls bringing in food, X, Y, and Z. It was just crazy because I'm like,
Yeah,
what? Because he was just chilling, sitting there, relaxing, doing his thing, talking, speaking, moving, and I'm like, what is this? So then
yeah,
I just my mind opened up. I asked, and then ever since then, it just been
yeah,
and into
that,
everything. And now,
yeah, that.
go ahead.
No, I'm listening to you. No, no, you're good. I was listening. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you.
Yeah, no, it was just a beautiful thing, and there's a lot more that I want to get into because I know you got a show that's about to come up in a couple more minutes and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, we're good. We're good for another 10, 15 minutes. Yeah, about
But
another 10 minutes. We're good. Yeah.
okay, listen, hey, I see we got 17, 18 people. My fault, my fault. Y'all seen you came into the building. Make sure y'all put some stars in the chat. Steve D in the building. Isaac AllStar Lifestyle. Listen, shout out to the ones that wanted to be on the YouTube that was there and that's coming to here. Thank you for your patience and thank you for your motherfucking time. Now, okay, quickly, because I know you were when you were talking about you got the gift and everything. You're receiving gifts and obviously that's just that's her. She's being what is it called? She's
She's
reciprocating
paying, no,
with.
no, no, she's paying tribute. I see it as tribute.
Yeah, there
That's
we
how
go.
everything
Yeah,
I
yeah.
am. Yeah, she's
Mhm.
paying tribute for my time, the orgasms I give her, and the way I make her feel. So she's paying tribute.
Mhm.
I'm dead ass. I'm joking. Yeah, she's paying tribute because I'm the opportunity. So
Yeah.
fuck.
No, that's exactly what it is. At first, I didn't know it. Like I'm over here receiving shit, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like I didn't care.
Yeah,
Like still don't. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, I was weirded out. I was like, you're doing too much. Had to cut off a few, but I learned that was just her paying tribute to how I made her feel. Cause
yeah,
again, that's the whole thing. It's not a trick, but the thing is the how she feels, how you make her feel is what she's gonna give back to you. And you say something that always like just stuck in my mind was that it's like when she man, I've been seeing this so crazy as of lately. It's just like when she puts on a new dress, when she gets that new hairstyle, she gets the makeup,
yeah.
she feels like this new thing, right? So
Right.
and you talk about, I am that for her.
Oh,
So can you expand a little bit on that? Cause that shit is so fucking fire
well,
to me.
I'm all things for her. So she that's the reality. She has to work to get me because I'm the opportunity. I'll always be the opportunity. So
Mm.
I always make sure I put myself in a prime position I'm not gonna run behind you. I believe in burning the ships. I don't believe I listen. I believe in letting you go, and I'll leave a candle in the window if you decide to come back. Bring your ass back, but I don't care if you do. I don't give a fuck.
Yep.
And the fact that the crazy thing is the fact you don't give a fuck is they love it. They love it. You don't give a fuck.
Because everybody else gives a fuck.
Yeah, right.
Everybody wants. Everybody gives a fuck. So again, that even motherfucker, we finna. Hey, we making a constellation right now. Now we finna go back to the part with the lady from was it McDonald's? I think it
Yeah,
was.
McDonald's, that
Yeah, yeah.
cheeseburger.
The
Yeah,
cheeseburger
yeah.
lady. Just to say that, just keep it
Yes,
on
sir.
cap. Even with that, because she was like she was dumbfounded. The fact that you like, what you mean? You can get this dick? What you mean? Everybody wants a piece of this pussy because they're every like so okay. Society is ruled for women.
Yeah,
You know, of course, obviously not, but it's like it's ruled and it's towards women. So now they grow up in this life. Oh motherfucker, hold on. That reminds me of the Mickey Mouse shit. Hold on, let me get to that in a second. But it was like it's ruled towards women to be this certain thing, to be this thing, to be like, oh, you are this
yeah,
queen, you on a pedestal.
yes,
And it's not just to disrespect women, but it's to say, listen, you ain't shit, babe. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
you are getting these like it's like unsolicited compliments. So now that it's so oversaturated, they got a motherfucker that's coming in. All right, I'll let you know you can get this dick. What the fuck you mean, you dickhead, you asshole? And then it translates to, but I love you though. And then it goes on to there.
yeah. Her reality can't accept someone that takes the
That's
power
me.
out the power of the pussy. I don't. She's not special. And I'm not mean to women. It's just not. There's nothing special about them until I determine they have value and worth. So, I mean, but that breaks and bends their reality because all they know is motherfuckers kissing their ass,
Yeah.
and I'm just not doing it. I'm just not built on doing that shit. I won't ever
Yeah.
do that.
And that's when it returns into the when they because you say you like to be called an asshole and all that shit like that, and
Yeah,
that's
it's a
the
compliment.
reciprocation of that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a
Damn, that's a fuck.
that's a that's the best compliment they can give us. Yeah, I love it. The worst thing she can tell me is I'm nice, sweet, and kind. Man, that's death. I mean, like, that fucks me up, man. I hate that shit.
Boy, I've been called that shit a couple times, but it's it's a professional sense. I don't. Of course
Yeah,
you gotta be on that type of time. You're
yeah, I'm a
professional.
nice person. Yeah, I'm a nice person. I just, it's just that it's just I treat people good, but it's just that they hate that they can't control me. I guess
That's what
that's what pisses them
I
off.
mean. Again, because that's what it comes down to. Because ultimately, you're limitless. Like
Yeah,
there's so the evolution. I evolve every fucking minute of my life. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be something completely different. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, excuse me. I think it
you
paused. My apologies. But
good.
now that and then it translate. It's like I often call it like the seed and then the root of the tree. So like you got the seed, you plant it, boom, and now you got the tree. But the tree isn't just a tree that's one branch. It becomes all these different roots and branches of every single thing that just grows simultaneously. And that's what it ultimately comes down to because you as yourself because you talk often about the student of the game and to just be in closing because we could be here talking for 3 years because there's so many fucking things that just come to mind and
Yeah,
obviously
we'll get together again and do it longer stuff like that. You know what I mean? So
yeah
yeah, so
this
yeah, but
time
I
this
got it.
time I'm
Yeah.
sorry, go ahead.
No, I got to get ready to wrap it up. But no, I enjoyed this, man. But
But
no, I mean, we still got to talk about Mickey Mouse later on.
dog,
We'll get into all that.
because like it just gets
Yeah,
you
so
see this excitement right here. It's just like this is what it is. It's like
yeah,
it's so even that is just roots in it. It's just so much that goes into it. But again, everybody put some motherfucking stars in the chat. I know I was about to go tangent. We got Steeler Dean that's in the motherfucking building. That's getting the what was it like a Pac-Man? What was it called?
the who?
Pac-Man. Pac-Man 2000 Atari.
Yeah, it was Atari 2600 Pac-Man. Yeah, that's what I got.
I know none of the audience know what that is. Nah, I'm fucking
Yeah,
with
they just got to look it
you.
up. It's again, I'm old, so yeah,
No, it's cool.
that's an old game. Yeah, yeah.
I'm old in knowledge, but young in spirit. That's what it comes down to. But hey, shout out to everybody. Thank you again, Steve, for taking the time out. Y'all make sure you gotta check out Steve the Dean at the man
The
panel.
man mind, the
The
man
man
mindset.
the man mindset. I'm sorry, I was talking about your next show. My apologies.
Yeah, yeah.
But
No,
make
I'm
sure
gonna
you
do
go
it.
follow.
I'm gonna do another show tonight, probably around 11, 12, 12:30 midnight. tonight. So I'm gonna do another show about They Don't Deserve You. So I'm gonna do something about that shit. I'm
Oh,
jumping.
hey, everybody tune in today. I'll be there. I'll make sure I show some support and shout out to the, you know what I'm saying? All that. Hey, Tasha, you are old as fuck. Anyways, peace. Until next
All right,
time, man.
peace
Y'all
out,
tune
brother.
in. Peace.
1,000. Peace.